Good morning and welcome to the Return Homestead. Well, next door to the Return Homestead. Today we're going to be doing a little work, cutting some more firewood, but we're also helping out a neighbor. He had this pear tree come down on his property. I'm going to clean up the mess for him and we're going to use that for heat this winter. This tree got knocked over by a storm in early spring. Bob was able to cut it off the stump and drag it over here, but he hasn't been able to run a mower or bush hog through here all summer. So the first thing we got to do is get this tall grass out of the way. Some of this is as much as 3 feet tall. Yeah, the hard part about this job is not getting distracted by the view. Turns out Bob has a better view of the Return Homestead than we do. We're going to be doing some work in an upcoming video to start opening our view up so we can see that property that's behind me there. Everything behind me is the Return Homestead, so as you can see, we have lots of work to do. Got the eyes and ears covered, but I never run the chainsaw without putting on a good pair of chaps. We did have a friend out in Nevada who neglected this one day while bucking out a large log, and he was back cutting underneath the log and the chainsaw kicked back. Came right down into his shin. They had to air flight him out to the hospital. Took about a half hour to sharpen up the chain before we came over. So all that's needed now is a little gas and some oil for the chain. Don't ever stint on the oil. Then we just start at the base of the tree, start hacking off the logs we're going to use for the fire. We'll pull off the side limbs as we go, just continually working from bottom to top. And a bit of tedious work, certainly a little rough on the back, but well worth it when we got that nice fire burning in the fireplace. This is a Bradford pear that fell down. It's actually considered an invasive species here in Kentucky. The city of Fayetteville, Kentucky will give you a new tree if you'll just cut one of these things down in your yard and reduce their population a little bit. They are fruitless. They make a lot of pretty flowers in the spring, but don't actually set any fruit. And they spread like a weed. It is a hardwood, so this is a good dense wood. It's well dried from being out here all summer, so this should make for some very nice hot fires. Living the homestead lifestyle has at its core the idea of taking what you find around you and turning it into useful resources to meet your basic needs, whether it be water, food, shelter, or heat during the winter. There's always a little bit of work that has to be done for the conversion, but even something like this downed pear tree becomes useful heat in the wintertime. And this one little tree is not going to provide all the heat we need this winter. We will still need to use our heat pump to stay up on the temperature in the house. But this is going to contribute a lot to making us more self-sufficient. Every effort we put forward that provides for our own needs means we're less of a burden on the society around us. With self-sufficiency comes also a lot more freedom. And this tree is relatively large for a Bradford pear, but it's pretty small for firewood. This tree is going to provide about a week's worth of heat for us. So we're going to need about 10 more just like this, or we're going to have to take down some bigger trees. We do have the large hawthorn and a beech tree that we've already taken down. We've got those bucked out, just need to split that wood up. So we should be doing pretty good towards providing most of our heat for the winter. One trunk down, one to go. We didn't plan this project with a video in mind. We weren't necessarily trying to produce a video we thought y'all would enjoy watching. This is just the work that needed to get done. We do like being self-sufficient where we can, and providing our own heat is one of the biggest ways that we contribute to our own sufficiency. So we're not trying to make a specific video to encourage you. We just want to encourage you by doing the work, showing you it's not impossible to take care of your own needs. And it's not just work, it's also relaxation. For an entire day we got fresh air, sunshine, exercise, and didn't think once about the craziness our world is getting into right now. So there's a lot more going on here than just cutting wood. After fueling up the chainsaw, it's time to finish up this log. We're almost to the end of it. Then it'll be time for sorting, loading, and then transporting to the barn, stacking it up in there to burn this winter. I can feel with the chainsaw just how dry this wood is. It's going to burn quite nicely, and these logs will split very easily. Won't need more than just a simple splitting axe and be able to pop them right in half. All of these smaller branches would burn as well if we broke them down. They'd be really good for starting the fire. But Bob wants to hang on to these. He's going to use those for having campfires out here on his property. He has a large family here locally. They often come over for campouts, and we'll spend a lot of hours hanging around a campfire, roasting weenies and marshmallows. So this will be really helpful for him to have this wood broken down and ready to go. It was kind of exciting to think about as we were making this video. This is our 100th video on the Return Homestead. We're not quite to the 6-month mark, and already we have 100 videos out there, and we're going to keep making them. We just enjoy doing the work, and we've been having fun putting these videos together. We do hope they're helping you out. We do want to be an encouragement. We want to encourage you to return to the land, return to labor, and return to life. We appreciate you joining us today for this little project. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to go in and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button while you're in there so the algorithms know you enjoyed it. That'll help them share it out to a lot more people that need encouragement. We'll see you next time.